you, Kaylin and Bryson. Hello, world. Welcome to Youth at the Crossroads. How are you all doing? I am Lakeisha Hamilton.
I'm Anthony Townsend. How you doing?
How are you all doing? Welcome back. Happy New Year. Happy 2018, everyone. We are excited. We are live on Facebook. We have Ebony that has joined us already. Hello. Oh my gosh, look at me. We just running around crazy over here. Okay, so we start off the show relaxing. That's how it ended last year. As you know, my life is crazy. Always going through something. You see, my hair is always looking a mess. So let's inhale. Let's exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So we are Youth at the Crossroads, and today, representation of Safe and Sound. You will hear more about them. I am rocking my hoodie from Safe and Sound. Yeah. But for those of you who are joining us for the first time, I am Miss Keisha of Youth at the Crossroads. I'm a mentor to many young people. And this opportunity came my way last year, and I just make sure that we bring in resources and activities and ideas for young people, helping them with information for jobs, helping them with information for college, which is something we're going to speak on today, thanks to Little Tone being home on break. So we will be going through our session, our season this year, again, providing information to young people as early as, let's say, 6th grade, all the way up. So if you have a young person in your life, be sure to share our future YouTube. This show will turn into a YouTube link, and you'll be able to share it. Facebook, you'll be able to share your information. So here we go. Ebony, did I say 2018? I should have said 2019. Welcome to 2019. All right, so the start of 2019. Tone, tell us about Safe and Sound.
Okay, so Safe and Sound is a nonprofit organization that was started. It started as a book club by a couple of young females who were disliking of the music that they were encountering at a young age. And alongside of that, there was another boy group called Men of Distinction. And we did stuff like, learn how to tie ties, just become a man, the entire 9 yards. And we kind of collabed together to create something we called a poetry cafe. And with this poetry cafe, we put a bunch of different talent in there. We did dancing, we did hosting, singing, songwriting, spoken word. And before we knew it, this bigger purpose, bigger goal happened to come along.
And there's much more that you're going to hear about it. His dad is actually on the way to the studio, and you will see him in coming weeks. There are activities and events for you to attend. There are scholarship opportunities for young people entering college that you're going to hear about as we go through our season. This month, you're going to have events pertaining to violence.
Yes, sexual assault.
Sexual assault.
We have on the 12th of this month, Nina Hall will have a documentary showcasing the what kind of life sexual assault may bring, and how to cope with it, how to what's the word I'm looking for? How to go past it, how to be a greater person than what happened. I'm sorry, I'm not getting the words together. That's the 12th, and then the 25th. Like I stated earlier, we have a poetry cafe centered around this subject. You can find it on the website. You can find it on our Facebook page, safeandsoundconnect.org. And the location will be on there. The time is open to all ages. It's free. We feed everybody. So you should come out. Yeah.
Okay. And you'll hear more about it. We're here every Thursday, CAN TV, 6 p.m. You can log in live as you are now from your channel at home, and or from the link, and or you can call the number 312-738-1060 will allow for you to connect with us. So Facebook 312-738-1060 is how you get to call in while we're on air. These things only work while we're on air, and it's usually for 27 minutes, okay? All right, Tone, so you are in college.
Yep.
Where do you attend college?
Okay, I attend college at U of I in Urbana-Champaign, studying computer engineering. We're trying to get a minor in computer science.
Oh, wait, we got back up. Where you from?
I'm sorry.
Where
Okay,
you
so
from?
my name is Anthony. People call me Lil Tone because I'm a junior, so my father's Big Tone. I'm originally from the west side of Chicago, but I like to say I'm from Bronzeville because that's where I spend like most of my time. So yeah.
So you graduated from where?
I graduated high school from Mission College Prep, Gold Mountain Lines, 1 North State Street, downtown. Yeah.
Okay, so you left college prep.
Yep.
And made it to Urbana. Was there some sports stuff going on?
Yeah, I played football since I was 7 years old. Stopped in and out, but for most of my life, I maintained football. Trying to play, I actually tryouts this February for Urbana-Champaign, so I'm trying to build a football team there.
Okay. I'm okay if you don't, because I'm a Wolverine and I really don't want to have to fight against the family, when it's time for you to play. But okay, Bryson got the orange and blue at home, and we'll figure it out. But okay, so you made it out of Chicago.
Yep.
You're now in Urbana. Let the young people know, like for real, what's this college thing like? What is it for everybody?
Okay.
What are you observing? Is it easy? What is it? Let's keep it real.
So, college is for everybody. When people say college is not for some people, there's certain evidence that can prove that, but I disagree. I think it's for everybody. So he's not a buddy of mine, but someone I know, I'm acquainted to, wants to become a rapper. Right? So, and we having this conversation. He's like, yo, college ain't for me. And I'm like, well, tell me why. He's like, well, I just don't do school, but I'm a good rapper. I think I can make it. And I'm like, well, the biggest audience you can have, your age range, is in college.
Good point.
So if you gonna drop out to become a rapper, and then go to where other rappers are already trying to become a rapper, but no one's trying to be a rapper in college, you know what I'm saying? You could pass CDs out on campus. You could do, you could do performances on campus, and that's how you build your biggest audience. You're already in your age range. 40,000 people all around you listen to the same music you're listening to. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be an artist, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think if you have another hobby that's telling you, like, I don't think college for me, I can make it doing something else, I think the best way to do it is when you're surrounded by 40,000 people already, besides trying to get help from family and friends back at home. They won't help you for so long, and then you gotta find other ways. So that was just a look.
That's an interesting point, and I want to interject. There's some things that I've noticed from. We already got a caller that I noticed. So remind me to talk about. You get to pick your subjects. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
We have a caller. I'm ready for the caller. Hi, caller.
Yes, I have a question.
Okay,
Yes?
I'm listening.
Okay, my question is, how do you guys suggest students handle financial responsibility? Because a lot of times they go into debt with being a student. So I'm just curious to know, how do they handle financial responsibility at that point? Because if you think about it, if they're so much in debt, like the debt to income ratio becomes really high, and it's hard for them to actually get a house at that point. So, I know the dream is to have these type of fundamentals, but, sometimes school can stand in the way of that if they have to get a student loan. So that's the concern that I have.
Okay, thank you so much, caller. Thank you. I'm actually living that. As I mentioned, I'm a graduate of the University of Michigan, and I actually was blessed to go. I had many scholarships, but I was an out-of-state student, so I totally understand. Tone, you have a scholarship to talk about, so get ready for that. So I recommend that young people look into scholarships that they do not have to pay back. There are scholarships out there for hair color, for having a drop of blood from an Indian tribe. There are scholarships out here that many of us don't know about. They're hiding in the books, and I will give a shout out to the Harold Washington Library on the 6th floor. There's a room behind the librarian's desk. There are great books in there that have scholarship information. So I recommend for young people to spend time prior to needing the money. Start doing your research now for scholarships and grants, and also to partner up with businesses. You never know what they may do for you. There's a scholarship with Safe and Sound.
Yeah. So the organization company called Safe and Sound. once again, you want to put a website up. So we have a scholarship for incoming college students that will be going live the last Friday in February. We give away about 10 scholarships every year, and it's for $500, and it's for artists. So whether you dancing, host, a comedian, you could do praise dance. You could draw. Or you can be an activist. You can volunteer. You have a lot of service hours. You can be like an outstanding member of your community or your school. And we give away $500 to that student to go towards not just college, but trade school or any program they're trying to get interested in to not go to college if they want to go a different route. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, go to the website the last Friday in February. It will be live, and the application process is not hard actually. Last year was the first year we did it, and a lot of kids didn't apply.
But we're getting the word out this year.
Yeah, that's the big problem. We got the word out last year. We was on TV, we was on radio, websites, Facebook. A lot of kids didn't apply. So if you have children, I suggest that you apply. I suggest you get the word around because we got money that we're trying to give away for students of color, for minorities, for anybody actually who is activists who is talented in the arts to go to college.
And then it was interesting. Your funds is handed to the young person, so they can. A portion of the funds is handed to the young person, so they may need it to get on Amtrak to get to school.
Yep.
They may need it to buy their books. That's not included. Yep. So that's what I like about the Safe and Sound Scholarship, because there are sometimes things that the young person needs to do for college that certain funds are not available for. But also for finances, as we go through the season, caller, we will bring in people who have information to help level out that debt situation, because it's real and I'm still living it. I graduated from college almost 20 years ago, and it's still over my head because I didn't come home and get into that big time job. I do what I do, loving on young people, and that's not really as prosperous as people may think. So thank you very much for that question. We will be tackling that throughout our season, making sure that young people are exposed to opportunities so that maybe this can be the next generation, the new generation that does not have to be in debt after college. So thank you very much for that. Your scholarship, Safe and Sound, is making the scholarships possible from your donations. So if you are out there and you have the funds and the resources that can help Safe and Sound get these funds into the hands of those who want to go away to college, please go to their website. And there's information there on how to donate, okay? So please help us help the next generation so that they don't have to be in debt. And we will be bringing more information, okay? Before the caller came in, I wanted to speak on how college is different from high school. I know a lot of times people are like, college is not for me, because high school, at least most school systems, you have graduation requirements, and so it's kind of cut dry what you have to take. You have very little leeway on picking what you're going to take. It's like you got everything out the way before senior year. Oh, yeah, I have some free time, I can do this. Well, there's a few prerequisites in college. I don't know if things have changed. You have some language arts, you have science, but after you get this stuff out the way, you get to dive into what you're interested in. So that's something that I've found myself in these 20 years that I've been out of college. I'm telling the next generation, it's like, wait. College is not like high school. In college, you get to pick what it is you want to study. So young people who are watching this, I want you to know that and think about the opportunities of you studying what you love to do. You're interested in computer science, but I don't think you've yet touched on those courses yet. You're
Not this semester, I will. Yep.
Okay, so your second semester, he's now going to go into those computer science courses, and when he comes back, he'll tell us, Ms. Keisha, I don't know. I thought I wanted to do computer science. I had a few classes. Or he's going to come back and say, I love it. I ain't changing nothing. This is me. This is what I'm going to do. So Tone's going to come back after this semester or next break. Or maybe we'll find a way to come down and visit you. So that's the difference. Okay. what is it like on a college campus? What it was like for you? What's going down on there at Urbana?
To give you the whole like rundown, basically, of like what you just said, I was blessed. I won't say blessed because a lot of people might not see us this way, but I went to Curie High School my freshman year of high school. So I went to public school, and then my sophomore through senior year, I went to a charter school. I went to Noble Charter Schools. I went to Mission College Prep, as I stated, and I think going to both schools helped me the most. No school, the Duty Charter School helped me the most, to be fair. But I think both experience helped me become the best college student I could be.
And hold that, you're gonna tell us why. How did each school prepare you? We're ready for that caller. The caller's still there?
Yes, hello?
Hi caller, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. I was wondering, so I want to get into business, right?
Okay.
And the same business things the same things I could learn from school, I feel like I could learn like from free online courses that they have online.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yes. You ready for us to comment? You ready for us to comment?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, you got more? You gonna stay on the line or what? You got more?
No, I'm okay. I'm good.
Okay. If he hangs up, let me tell you now, thank you. Thank you for calling. Keep watching. We're about to respond. Yes, you are absolutely right. Life experiences is the best teacher. And our city colleges can offer you a certificate in a few weeks, and you can go on with your life. You don't have to sit in classes for 4 years. Yeah. Some degrees, afterwards you may want to start working on your master's and then your PhD. It all depends on which discipline you're interested in pursuing. You want to be a lawyer or a doctor, you have to go to school in order to get those things done. One of my mentors pointed out, I'm not going to the dentist and that person didn't go to school. You may have had much practice at home picking through your family's teeth, yeah. But if you were not trained in that, there are some people that are not going to come to you. So that's the main thing. But we can step back and look at our ancestors. We can look at our Steve Jobs. There's multiple Steve Jobs in the world. They did not pursue or go through and complete the traditional 4-year route for college. This is true, and there's no argument with that. You have to decide what fits your life, okay? So we're not going to sit here and say, you have to go, that's the only way to be successful. You have to decide for you, okay? So yes, you want to start a business. I have a young person who's in the green room now. He is a carpenter, painter, and he feels that school is not for him because of his past. It's like, look, it was hard enough doing what I had to do in the city of Chicago and in the classes and the schools that I've attended. So why am I going to force myself to go to college? That's fine. In order for some people to do business with you, you have to have some certifications. And that last year I discussed having a portfolio. You're able to have that sheet in there showing the courses that you've completed, showing your certificates of a completion, so that when you go to show your pictures for the painting and the carpentry, you say, yes, Mr. Tone, I've done this, and here are some photos, and here are my certificates of completion. And he's like, wow, this is interesting. So you didn't attend a 4-year institution, but what did you do with your time? You have free time while you're creating your business plan, while you're getting business calls. What are you doing with your free time? How are you enhancing yourself? How are you educating yourself? Like, I don't know what's the new thing going on with the paint, but he needs to know, because that's what that painter in the green room needs. That's what he needs. What's going on with the mixing of paint? What are if the person has children, are there certain paints that should not be in that child's room? So if those are your areas, you need to know those things. And where are you going to find out? Yes, we have the internet, but you also need to document that you've done that research, okay? So I don't know if you wanted to chime in on the call.
No, you said great. Everyone's path is different to success. College is the route most known because most people want a job like a doctor or a dentist where you need schooling, like she said. But entrepreneurship, it is not needed. It's not needed for college. You know what I'm saying? It will help, but it's not needed. absolutely different routes that you could take that could make yourself still as successful as the next man. But like you said, you need to show what you're doing. You need to do something with the free time you have not attended for years, you know? So I think
And
that's
college, the college experience is like no other.
yeah.
I highly recommend for all college students to experience, especially the young ones, you're going in as a traditional student, 16, 17, 18. I highly recommend that your first year, at least, you stay in the dorm. There's experiences that you will never get that happens in those dorms. Positive experiences. Yes, there's some negative, and we're going to learn from our negative and our positive. But there are some things that I experienced in my dorm life. Shout out to Mary Markley Hall, third Elliott, and third Butler. They taught me so much in my Michigan days. There was times where we were sitting in the hall 3, 4, 5 in the morning having conversations that you would never get in the classroom. Okay, so the college experience encompasses so much more than just going to class. Okay, so what we call the traditional student going in as a young person, I highly recommend you get that dorm life, and then you go off with your buddies. You all get an apartment, you share the apartment, and then now you have the renting experience. Okay, and when we talk about debt and balancing money, yeah, you now got to complete, fill your fridge and also pay the cell phone bill, pay the garbage bill. You get to experience that stuff, okay? For older, non-traditional students, they do have family housing on most college campuses. So you want to go to college and stay on campus, look into family housing, okay? My last year, I was raising my sister and staying in family housing on Michigan's campus, okay? So it is possible. You do not have to be 16, 17, 18 going to college. You can be 40. You can be 50. You can be 60. If you have a desire to attend college, do it. I don't want to hear anything about age and this, that, and I don't want to hear excuse about money. The money is out there, and there's actually money for non-traditional students, meaning that you are older than the average age and you want to go back to school. There's money for you. Okay, we have a few more seconds. I'm going to leave the floor to you. You were speaking on something.
The public and charter school.
Okay, yes. How did the schools prepare you?
Okay, so I'm gonna start back from charter schools first. So charter school, when I was at Mushin, it was a lot of hand holding. I love Mushin. I absolutely love Mushin. I love all the students and all the teachers in it, all the administrators. Like best high school experience. So it was a lot of hand holding. So a bunch of noble schools, they give you detention for like the pettiest things, right? And if you didn't do homework, they made you stay after school. It's 3 hours on Fridays, or 3 hours on Fridays, 2 hours on Mondays, an hour every day if you didn't do homework. And I think with all that hand holding, like I know people who went to noble schools all 4 years. When you get to college, and you get that freedom to where it's not enforced to do your homework, right? It's not a consequence you don't do your homework besides a letter grade. Like you don't see it right away. It can really mess you over. Because like in Mushin, I do my homework right after school. It's straight consequence. In college, you don't do your homework. You might not see it to the end of the semester. They put that grade in. You go from a B to a C. It's a whole different ball game. And me going to public school freshman year, Curie, it wasn't no hand-holding. It's one of the biggest high schools in Chicago. It's about 4,000 kids. And I was in the IB program there, and you didn't do your homework, you didn't do an assignment. It was like, that's your decision. Like, you're going to live with the consequences that follows. Like, you chose not to do your homework, and this is the consequence. And with that freedom and with the hand-holding, I think it made me a better college student. I actually think that made me like the perfect college student.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing that. Young people, we will be talking about that more. Parents, guardians, aunties, uncles, we will be back next Thursday. I want to thank my son Bryson. He's out there on the 1s and 2s holding us down. He said it's time for us to close up. Again, this is the website for Safe and Sound. You will hear about more of them. Make sure you go to the website. Youth at the Crossroads is here representing. We will be in touch. I'm Ms. Keisha. My phone number, 312-479-5900. If you all want to continue these conversations, you have questions, we will see you next Thursday. Thursday, think you're out of school, back to school, may come back. I don't know. We'll figure it out. See you all later. Take care, Chicago and young people around the world. Peace out.